All right, folks, I'm going to share this with you. It's about happiness. I just want you to hear this and what's to determine happiness. Then get six parameters that they use for measure happiness. I'll talk about that later. But for now, let me just share this with you. A professor talking about some of the things that brings happiness to people. Listen to this.
People are happier when they are generous and when they feel that the society that they're in is a generous society. And then we find people want to live in places with decent government. If government is corrupt, if leaders are bizarre or autocratic or corrupt, the society is unhappy.
In 2019, Finland elected the world's youngest serving prime minister, 34-year-old Sanna Marin.
Guys, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. When I listen to this man, I hope so when I read this. Generally, if people they look for society they want to go live in, and that is why you see a flock of migration of Africans. But I don't want to encourage my brothers and sisters in Sierra Leoneans who listen to this will say, "Oh well, I can't left salon myself. I want to go overseas. I go live a good life because look at the society how they take care of the people." It's all about happiness. They care about the well-being of the people. And that is what the most important thing is. And you see, say, when governments are corrupt or the leaders them autocratic, what they end up for happen is, people are not happy. Generally, happiness not there. So that play one more time for long.
Society that they're in is a generous society. And then we find people want to live in places with decent government. If government is corrupt, if leaders are bizarre or autocratic or corrupt, the society is unhappy.
If leaders are corrupt, autocratic, the society is unhappy. I know say there's not much I need to talk about that day, but we see exactly what's in the happiness Sierra Leone. I want to share with something again. I want to see this. We're very important. This is the parameters, the six parameters that we need to look at when they measure, happiness. When I listen to this. And then we'll talk about that.
These six categories help account for the differences in life satisfaction around the world. GDP per capita.
So basically, if we want to get to a happy nation, as Sierra Leoneans, we want let Sierra Leoneans be happy. Governments in power, people with authority, they want to let Sierra Leoneans be happy. What are some of the things that they should do? So these are the six parameters we need to use for measure happiness across the globe. GDP per capita is one of them. All right.
Healthy life expectancy, freedom to make life choices, social support, generosity, and absence of corruption.
On average, richer countries are happier. On average, richer people are.
So let me take one back to these. Let me take one back to these. So, six.
Absence of corruption.
Right. Okay. I just want to let this day up that is clean on a CM. GDP per capita. It's talk about the income of the people. Today, in Sierra Leone, we get people that will live on less than $1 a day. Less than $1 a day. They're Sierra Leoneans. They already able for even make $1 a day. So how happiness go there? So if any government, these are the things what we see, because if me get the opportunity for become a leader in Sierra Leone, these are the six parameters I want to go with. The GDP per capita, what you have to do for improve the living standards of people, create job opportunities, right? Not for coming and go close SL mining and all of these places. Pay people that enjoy them, pay them a living wage, like cash box they say. Pay people in the average of about 2 to 3 million right now is what people need for them to survive. Given the kind of way the prices are hiking every day, given inflation across the world and everything else that is happening. GDP per capita, teachers getting paid, police, military getting a good wage. Where the average selling at least for they make, say waiting $55,000 equivalent a year. Average Sierra Leonean should be able to make that kind of money with all the wealth we get, right? And then it's a healthy life expectancy. You look at what's the life expectancy today in Sierra Leone. You don't talk about Monday, I think it's about 45, woman is about 50 something. That is the life expectancy. How people can go be happy. That is what they're talking about. So if you want to let people be happy, these are the things you look at. Now we go for improve on the healthcare systems. Also for make sure people get access to proper healthcare, to healthy life expectancy. We don't even get proper healthcare systems in our country. Listen to this.
Freedom to make life choices, social support, generosity, and absence of corruption.
Listen, this is very important. So these are the six parameters they wanted to use, for measure the happiness in any country. So Sierra Leone is the question why they do this video today is to ask are you happy? When you look at your GDP per capita, your income where you make, Are you happy? I'm not talking about the way that government will enjoy government money. I'm talking about the citizen. We're not getting nothing for doing government, right? We should be at least able to get an opportunity for be employed out there, make a living for themselves. That is the ones I'm talking about, right? And then you look at of course, freedom to make life choices. Now, again, this can to do with the Constitution, right? Rights to free speech and all of that kind of stuff. Then they, people able to exercise their rights to protest. As an example, are you allowed to make your choices in life? The freedom that you have. People are not free, so that is another parameter already used for measure happiness. Yeah, social support. The social support is not there. Everybody's for themselves, and these are the things that they look at. So this is the one parameter. So again, are you happy? Looking at the social support that we country, you guess how we cry, where you go. I don't say you have family members then, but even the family members that you cry for go to, most of the family members that really forgive you, support and help you with some of the issues that you may have. Look at generosity. Are we kind to ourselves? Look at yourself, the people, these are all the things. But no, listen, absence of corruption is the biggest one for me, of course. So delicately because of corruption. When you look at these countries, the reason why they progress, not because there is absence of corruption, if not 100%, but at least 99 to 98%, 98 to 99%, no corruption. Everybody is equal. Now listen to this.
On average, richer countries are happier. On average, richer people are happier. But once we get to a certain level of income, additional $100 a month is not going to impact how people feel about their lives. So with money, like with everything else, we see diminishing marginal return.
And I don't know why I'm bringing up this quote because it's extremely corny, but there's a Kanye West song in which he says that having money is not everything, not having it is. And I do think that's true in the sense that when you don't have it, it's all you worry about. And when you do have money, you can actually worry about other stuff.
In Finland, new mothers receive a free baby box, jam-packed with 63 items to help with the baby's first year.
You don't have to buy anything for the first 2-3 months. Of course, diapers and stuff like that, but basically. And also, you can actually put your baby to sleep in that box. Our baby actually, Luca, slept in the box for the first month.
So folks, una misalon sister them, una comrade them, una know this why they tell us so this Finland, this is even better than even in America now. Waiting and guess so when I mean they say that then come number one per happiness, the scale of happiness, then come number one. This is what they show us. So even in America, even though yes we get this kind of healthcare where you go to hospital, they will take care of you, but it come with a bill, heavy bill if you don't get insurance, But this kind of benefits we don't get in another country, we even in America don't get them. Let alone let's talk about Sierra Leone, right? But can you imagine in a society where this kind of a thing, yeah, you're born, you get belay, you don't get nothing for worry about. How you not gonna be happy? Say where you rich for born. Look the hospital on see. Look the suite where them put them people there where they. So these are the things we're talking about. How you see, so this is how they measure happiness. Some of these things I don't say self-explanatory, but we see the explain so to una. Go for go pick where you come outside the hospital and they pack box for you, give you all kinds of supplies, diaper, everything, even the box you use them as a cradle for you picking for sleep. Now continue.
Finland, along with the other Nordic countries, offers generous parental leave. Anu Partinen, author of The Nordic Theory of Everything, spent 10 years as a journalist in the US before returning to her home country, Finland. She's also a mother.
In Finland, you get 10 months of paid parental leave, out of which about 4 months is set aside for the mother, and you start it before the baby is born, and then father can keep 9 weeks.
Typically, both parents stay home for the first 3 weeks.
If government is corrupt, if leaders are bizarre or autocratic or corrupt, the society is unhappy.
Big up yourself and subscribe to this channel. Watch, like, and share the videos. Oh, and don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified.